Yo, what's up, brothers? I am SJCS SYSBM, and I'm gonna explain everything why I've joined the SYSBM movement and how I joined and when I joined the SYSBM movement. Right, let's start when I joined it. I joined the SYSBM movement in the 26th of February 2015. That was 9 years ago, or over 9 years ago now. Now we're in the 6th of May 2024, but I joined that movement not over 9 years ago. And I'm going to explain to you guys why I joined the SYSBM movement. Even though that movement existed a year before I joined it. I think the SYSB officially established in 2014. And by the way, shout out to Mad Boss Driver X. Big up to him, man. He explained everything about the SYSB movement, and you got to give him credit for that, man. Big up to him. If he watches this video, big up to you, man. You are a legend. And yeah, but yeah, um, now let me tell you some stories. Yeah, let me tell you some stories. And yeah, there was a girl in secondary school, right? Secondary school, and secondary school after primary school. If there's any Americans don't know what I'm saying, secondary school is started from year 7 to year 11. That's when you start in secondary school. Yeah. Anyway, there was a girl, and she just random, and the thing is, yeah, I was just sitting down on the chair, eating my lunch, and I didn't do anything to her. I was just sitting. I sat down and eat my lunch, and then she randomly slapped me in the head for no damn reason, right? But that was back in like 2011, 2012. No, 2012 that happened to me. I think it was the beginning of 2012 that happened to me. I sat down, eating my lunch, and she randomly slapped me on the head for no damn reason. And I went mad. I went that crazy. I pushed her, and then she was terrified because the way I reacted. But she should have never slapped me in the first place. It was wrong, man, for her to do that, right? And I went mad, and then one of my friends calming me down because I went mental that day, right? And I was absolutely going crazy, right? And that is, but even though that was a part of it, but that didn't contribute to me to change the SYGs because that happened to me in 2012. I joined the SYSB in 2003. I would explain everything, right? Then another thing. Then another. I'll give you another story, guys. I was just doing. I was again. I was sitting down eating my lunch again, right? And there was a TA, a teacher. That TA means teaching assistant. That's what it means, right? That's the what it stands for. TA, teaching assistant, right? She was a teacher assistant. I would just eat my lunch, and I just looked at her to see what she's up to. And then all of a sudden she was looking at me weird, like like I murdered her family member. Like, and I was like, why she's looking at me like that? I didn't say that, but I thought that in my head, right? And I was like, what? Why she's looking at me like that? She didn't do anything. Like she didn't have a go, but the way she stared at me, man, it was just horrible. And but that wasn't the that was the part of the reason, but that wasn't the main reason why I changed, because because something happened to me again as well with the BWs. Now another one. I it was a class. Well, she's not my classmate. I mean, she is, but she ain't my mate because I'm not interested in her. I'm not interested. Yeah, she's ratchet, and she was a typical ratchet girl as well. Another girl in my class. Yeah. Anyway, I beat her in a race. We were doing we was doing some kind of race. It was in a football field, soccer. If any Americans don't know what I'm talking about, soccer. Even though we don't say soccer here, we say football. But we in the football field, soccer field, whatever, right? And we were having a race between not just her and me, but others as well, and my friends as well. And I beat her in the race, and then all of a sudden she start getting angry because I beat her in a race and start getting emotional. I'm like, what is your problem? And then she's starting to trying to attack me, and I end up attacking her, and she was trying to be nasty towards me. She just was rude to me. She was like feisty. She had an attitude in her. Typical ratchet girl. Typical ratchet girl, man. And I never too keen on her in the front. Never too keen on her because she was ratchet. She was loud, combative, obnoxious, ghetto, ratchet. She was like that, and I'm like, and I just wanted to attack her because she was just flipping typical ratchet, man. I wasn't put up with the flipping crap, man. Like, honestly, I wasn't put up with it, man. But anyway, yeah, then after that, I'm trying to think other stories in school. No, I think that is it. Yeah. Now let's head into college, and that is when and I'm gonna tell you how I end up becoming an SYSBM guy, right? But before that, I'll tell you the main reason why that I've changed and decide to go the opposite direction, right? Of the BWs. There was a bunch of BWs, right? I was in college. I was think I was 18 years old. Yeah, I was 18 years old, right? I think it was January 2015, or might have been the beginning of February. I can't remember, yeah, right? These three black witches, and I don't care. I'm calling them witches because they are. They look like witches. One of them had green and purple weave on it, and I'm like, what the freak? You're wearing green and purple weave. And you know, guys, if anyone knows me, you know that I can't stand weaves, man. Exaggerated looking weaves. In fact, I hate weaves in general. It's just not natural. It doesn't look natural. It's not sexy. It's not cute. It's ghetto. It's ghetto lifestyle. It's ghetto. It is ratchet. All of this different color of weaves, green and purple. Imagine having green and purple weave, man. Like, come on, man. And the thing is, they were older than me, yeah. But I'm gonna explain you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys this here, right? They pretend that when they approach me in a seductive way and trying to get to know me, right? They but when I realized that they were not they didn't like me. They were just they have tormented me. They have controlled my emotions, and they have set me up to some pookie that I don't even know, right? They set me up to a pookie that I don't even know, right? And I went mad because the way they set me up, because I could have been killed. I could have been I could have been deleted. Sorry, I could have been deleted, but lucky enough, I wasn't, right? And I went mad because I didn't want to go anywhere near these pookies, because I never was a pookie, and I never will be. Yeah, but the way they set me up to that pookie, I went flipping mad, and I lost my flipping temper, and I kicked the bin. I lost my I just couldn't take it. I couldn't take the torment, and the way that they were pretending to like me. One of them were trying to say that do you like me, or do you like her friend? I was keep on saying no to them because I wasn't interested. And not only that, they were wearing only one of them were natural. The rest of them were flipping exaggerated looking weaves, man. And I can't stand that, man. It really is flipping horrible. But yeah, they controlled my emotions. They played no, not only that, they played my emotions. They pretend to like me, and they set me up to a Pookie and Ray Ray that I don't even know. He right. I'm just assuming that that guy was a pookie, yeah, because he does look like he did look like one. I'm not gonna lie, right? And they were just flipping, playing my emotions and pretend to like me, and I went mad. I just stormed off, right, and I kicked the bins, right. I went mad. I kicked the bin, even though I didn't break it, but I kicked it, and I lost my temper. Now, this is when that is how and why I changed. I've decided to change now. Decide to change and become an SYSBM guy. Now, I think it was of a weeks later or days later, right? I sat down on the sofa doing absolutely nothing. In fact, I was on my phone playing you see Sonic Dash. Yeah, if you guys are a fan of Sonic, yeah, I'm a big Sonic fan, yeah, right. And I was playing Sonic Dash on my phone, doing all of that, yeah. I was sitting on I sat down on the sofa and I was playing Sonic Dash, yeah, on my phone. And then you got this random white girl trying to get my attention. It was a beautiful white girl, yeah. I sat down doing absolutely nothing, right? And then a random white girl was trying to get my attention. The first two attempts, especially the first attempt, I just walked off. The second attempt, when she trying to approach me, I waved at her and she waved at me, right? And I went back to class. But the third attempt, when I went near to her, she actually came up to me and say hi to me and trying to get to know me. And she even introduced her friends as well. And I'm like, what? Really? No way. There's no way. And the thing is, and I was just shocked. I'm like, why she wants to know me? I haven't seduced her, do some swags and do it, because I wasn't really that type of guy to do swags and be like a typical guy. Yeah, I'm just a regular dude. I'm just a regular. I was a regular dude. Yeah, I was just doing nothing. I wasn't wearing some, like, I wasn't doing all of that. I was just wearing my casual clothes in college, right? And she randomly approached me and trying to get to know me, right? Trying to get to know me, and she actually gave her number to me, and I was like, what is going on here? I went crazy, and then after that, I was continuing to talk. I still continued to talk to her, and she was talking to me. I had a good time with her, man. She was so beautiful, man. She was natural. She looked nice. Oh my days, man. And the way she treated me is all completely different compared to the BWs. And it's, you know what I'm saying? It's insane. It was insane. I'm still baffled now. But back then, I wasn't into white girls, but at the time. One time, oh yeah, let me tell you this as well, yeah. Before I continue with the girl in college, yeah. There was a white girl, yeah. I went to a convention and I went to church, yeah. I was just like, I sat down on the right hand side of the century, whatever, yeah. I sat down on the right, and she was the complete opposite of me on the left hand side, right? And when I was in church, yeah, the way that girl not the one in college, I'm talking. There's another one, but that happened to me in 2012. We went to Birmingham, so we went to Birmingham for a convention, yeah, right. I sat down, right, and she was the complete opposite of me, right, and the way she was looking at me, and I'm like, what? I just continued, but at the time I wasn't into white girls at the time, right? But she was bare looking at me, constantly looking at me. I looked at her, but I just didn't like, wasn't interested. And then when I went out after when the service finished here in church, when I went out, she literally grabbed my arm. Like, I'm not even joking, people. She literally dragged my arm and trying to get my attention. But at the time, I wasn't interested. And that happened to me back in 2012 in Birmingham. Right, I went to Birmingham for a convention, yeah. But she literally grabbed my arm, trying to get my attention, And instead, and she was disappointed because I walked away from her, because at the time I just wasn't interested in white girls.